trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will be first on the attack. And here comes Quentin Martin Jr. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
I gotta tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
On target over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Martin. Oh, what a move. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires complete on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads in the nick of time. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Martin. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score.
you're the better team, you're playing at home, that's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Sells to run, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Bowman. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He's taking the shot. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. The screen. He's got wheels. He'll be dropped.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Trying to make one miss. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Left side, it's Mosley. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. In the backfield, it's Bowman. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
He wants to throw it again. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Look out! He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the run, it's Jordan. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This time they'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Jordan. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play. Defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Mayav at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the play. Not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to toe them.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago to tote the mail. They're going to run it. They're going to commit to it. It's a huge part of Lincoln Riley's offense and the reason that they're successful.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He'll do it himself. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Hits inside. It's Martin. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Trojans now can really generate some momentum if they turn that turnover into points. The give on the counter. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run him again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes second and long. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Turns it upfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Sauer. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Sets his feet. It's Beck. Setting up the screen. Fighting off the defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The give on the counter. Swapped immediately.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback keep. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Drops back. It's Smayava. The screen, and watch out. Dragged down.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. This time it's complete. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
In a brand new era in Happy Valley, new head coach in Matt Campbell, Drew Allergon at quarterback. Rocco Beck comes in from Iowa State, David, and lots of eyes on Rocco Beck. Did a lot of really good things during his time in Ames, Iowa, and he's now got to be able to take this Nittany Lion offense to the next level. And everyone that's watched this guy play knows he's got lots of ability, and he's going to get an opportunity to put that on display today.
Lots of ability, new environment, obviously familiarity with the coaching staff is good, but there's also something to all of those starts. You know, this guy has seen it all. He's been there, he's done that, right? Like, interested to see all the pieces that were brought with him, but you're right, new year, new system, new fans to get used to in a new place, but Rocco Beck's been a dude throughout his college career.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Martin. Runs through the tackle. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the wide receiver. The throw to the outside is complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tough run here. It's Martin. Knocked down immediately.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Moves to his right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, he's so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action. Left side, it's Bowman. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Right side, it's Mosley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These old girders are rocking on third. Beaver Stadium. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Second down, gonna throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Makes the catch. It's Mosley. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Mayaba. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Sells to fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Making the adjustment on the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Making his first move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Mayaba. Makes the grab. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's looking deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles. Now back to your game in Happy Valley. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running inside, it's Jordan.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off.
Touchdown, Trojans. That one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Quick give. It's Martin. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Trojans! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. Offense at an empty set. Dropping back, it's Beck. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun. Escapes the pressure to his right. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Rush right in his face. Working the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Roll down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Straight ahead, it's Martin. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got his man in the middle. Turning it on. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll close the gap to 14.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The fake that wants to throw. Caught, it's Bowman. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes a man miss. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. From the gun, running back gets to give. He just carries it. Long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. To the air, it's Mayava. And the missed connection on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Fresh center downs going to the air. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're all over him. Buried before he could blink. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he gets rid of it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on his kicker, who is so important to this team.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Third and long right here. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Finds his target. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Beck. Under pressure. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw again. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Sets his feet, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Bowman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still on his feet. Got enough space. Touchdown USC. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. To the air, it's Beck. Look out! Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. The sure hands, it's Howard. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Beck. A lot of defenders around on that screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snaps on 4th down. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They didn't even let him sniff it. Knocked him out of bounds, well short of the 1st down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Open field on the right. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't play. I just want another. Downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. On the ground with the counter. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Beck's got it on the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Tells the run, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving.
Snared on the right sideline. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red.
Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get position.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, This is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.